2. Here we are.
Mm-hmm.
Week number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Spring 2011.
Or I think is it week 2 or week 3? Or week 2? Or it's the end of week 2.
I'm glad we cleared that up.
Mm-hmm.
We have a laugh track
Mm-hmm.
here. It's only one person.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll include that in the Friday Corner.
Yeah, it's Chris Grace.
Oh, wait, you're not supposed to give away her identity.
Mm-hmm.
I'm anonymous.
Or she's ominous.
Ominous.
Ominous with women's water polo and academic advising.
Oh, thanks, Anthony.
All right. Well, so I heard you were hanging out with President Obama's brother-in-law yesterday.
Not exactly, but I saw him on the Oregon State sidelines at the Oregon State game, and I saw former Cal and SI alum Bob Sarlott and former Cal varsity football player Bob Sarlott from 68 to 72, and what was his house like? Because before I went on the air, you said you'd been to his house.
Oh, man, that was off the air. That was off the record. I don't want everybody to know that.
I told him, I know you're a comedian, but your voice could make anybody laugh. And I recognized his big chin, and I said, if I didn't know any better from that big chin, I'd swear you were Bob Sarlott. And he looks at me and he says something along the lines of, like, how dare you tell me that, or how dare you talk to me like that.
So you basically got in a fight with Bob Sarlott yesterday.
No, he was a nice guy. And I told him I'm a diehard Niner fan because he's the PA guy for the 49ers.
Awesome. What do we got on the horizon for Cal sports this week?
Well, the Cal women were up in Corvallis and they beat Oregon State 60-47, and the Cal men handled them at Haas 85-57. And Harper Camp had 16 points, and Denisha Stallworth had 16 points for the women, and Jorge Gutierrez had the first double-double for a Cal point guard since, I think, Andy Obaka, and
What were his double-digit statistics?
I kind of forget, but...
What? You're supposed to be the Friday Corner sports guru.
Well, I didn't do this when Andy Obaka was here, so I don't know.
Well, you should know Jorge's stats from last night.
16 points and 11 assists.
All right, that's what I was looking for, 11 assists.
Mm-hmm.
So if he had 10 rebounds, he could have had a triple-double.
Mm-hmm.
And if he had 11 turnovers, he could have had a quadruple-double?
That's not... that's a pretty bad omen right there.
Oh, all right.
The 16, 11, and 10 are good, but if you add 10 or 11 turnovers, that's bad. And,
So let's talk about the walk-ons that got in at the end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
We got Robert Thurman,
Mm-hmm.
Jeff Powers,
Mm-hmm.
Nigel Carter.
Mm-hmm.
They all played. I was watching the game and I saw Jeff Powers got up 4 shots
Mm-hmm.
in just over 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
He hit a 3,
Mm-hmm.
missed the dunk at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that?
Yes.
Were you upset?
I had this look on my face like, what are you doing, Jeff Powers?
And did you also happen to see Robert Thurman's excellent first free throw when he got to the free throw line?
You mean those 2 horrible free throws toward the end?
Oh, man. I was just trying to test you to see if you actually saw it. And I think Robert's first free throw hit the foam on the side of the backboard.
His first one hit the foam on the side of the backboard, and then I think the second one hit the bottom of the rim.
The second one almost got stuck in between the backboard and the rim.
Mm-hmm.
It's all right, though.
Mm-hmm.
Nerves, free throw line.
Mm-hmm.
It's all right, though.
And for all you tennis fans out there, Cal men's and women's tennis have their ITA kickoff weekends this weekend, and I think the Cal women are at home, and they're playing North Texas, and they're playing North Texas this morning at 10 a.m., but it's going to be Cal and North Texas and TCU and St. Mary's, and it's the second time in a week that St. Mary's has been here because they were here for the Cal Winter Invitational. And the Cal men have their kickoff weekend at Texas Tech, and for all you women's tennis fans out there, you can check out the #1 women's singles player in the nation, Yanni Urkova.
She played for Cal?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
And if you're planning on going to the... If you're planning on going to the Cal Oregon game on Saturday, you can check out
Swimming? Water polo.
Water polo is on the road and at the Spartan Invitational in San Jose, but Cal the 8th-ranked Cal women's swimming team is meeting the 22nd ranked UCLA Bruins. And
so I mean, and they swim at Speaker Aquatics Complex.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Have you been there before?
I've been there for water polo, men's and women's water polo.
So you'll check out the swimming this weekend.
I have a prior commitment, but I'll probably talk about that next week.
So for all the women swimmers watching this, what do you
There's
have
actually a meet today.
Today, yeah.
Who do they swim today? Is it SC? I think
Probably SC because they're playing
UCLA this
UCLA.
weekend?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'll let all the women swimmers know that you haven't supported them yet.
Come on, I have a soft spot for Natalie Coughlin.
All right. Well, she's not on the team.
She's an Olympian.
That's true. All right.
And
see you next week.
And Cal Rugby's got the big scrum on Treasure Island this weekend, and I think Cal Men's Golf's got a golf tournament next week.
Good. Sounds wonderful. And how's the semester starting off for you academically? Let's talk about these classes you're taking.
I'm taking American Studies and Celtic Studies, and I'm having this is my bad Irish accent, but I'm having a blast in Celtic Studies so far.
All right. How's and it's a fun class?
Yeah. And the professor makes it fun, so.
Are you in any classes with any other student athletes?
I think I'm in American Studies with Hunter Gettelfinger on men's water polo and Rama Njai and Afure Jimarigbe. Or B.
Those names down,
well, I know Rama's schedule, and she is definitely not in American Studies 10.
Or it was somebody who looked like her.
What?
Jennifer Brandon, maybe?
Maybe. All right, well, we're going to have to get these facts straight.
It was Anafure Jemarigbe and Dominic Gallus for football.
You know my nickname for Afure?
Fufu?
No.
I know your nickname for Leja is Lele.
That's their nicknames. My nickname for Afure? Kung Fu Ray.
And this is a little bit off topic here, but USF is playing Pepperdine, and the men beat LMU 61-60, and the women got slaughtered by LMU on the hilltop, and they're probably going to get slaughtered by Pepperdine on Saturday.
What? Oh, man. So much for positive thinking.
Well, Pepperdine's got two Sacred Heart ladies on the same team, so...
So you're saying Pepperdine dominates because you love Sacred Heart more than St. Ignatius.
Yeah, and...
Yes, it's official. I heard you say yes. I'm going to take that loop, I'm going to cut it off, and we're going to play it everywhere. We're going to post it on everybody from SI's webpage.
And, well, when it comes to Bruce Mahoney time, I don't know who to root for, because I know people that went to both schools, including yourself.
All right, well...
And Robbie Mayberry...
Let's put it on the record, SI won the Bruce Mahoney this year.
Unfortunately.
Did you know that their football team was 1-7?
This year?
Yes, St. Ignatius, and guess who their only victory was?
Sacred Heart.
That's correct.
And if you go to the Pepperdine USF game on Saturday for the women, Michaela Lyles McClymon's classmate, Robbie Mayberry's freshman.
All right, sounds wonderful. I guess we better wrap this up. We've got about a minute left. You got any final thoughts for how amazingly awesome this spring 2011 semester is going to be for you?
Well, it's stress-free so far, but it's only the second week, and there's about 14 more weeks to go, or 12 more weeks to go.
All right, well, we'll keep the viewers updated week by week of your progress.
And Dominic Gallus is in my American Study class as well.
All right, we'll put this on his Facebook wall.
And I was hoping to find out who the running back for Cal football was going to be, but so far Cefello's got the upper hand because Dominic told me that Yarnway had knee surgery.
Well, we're going to have a moment of silence for the empty chair for Roger Simmons.
Oh, come on.
Anthony's co-host, who Anthony
okay, for the third...
fired. You fired him.
I didn't fire him. For the third or fourth time, I told him, you did a good job with me last week, but I told you in advance I'm not very comfortable with the co-host.
Got it. All right. Just making sure. All right, so we'll see you next week.
Sure.
For week number 3, spring 2010. This is week number 2. Take care. Thanks for coming out. Applause from the studio audience.
Yay!